Welcome everyone. So today we'll be looking at Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I don't expect this stream to be very long. I'm actually still, responsible if any of the family members need some help. But this is gonna be a great stream because this is gonna be a great game. Obligatory mention. This is Alpha 1, the very first build, the Alpha build, that is available for any of the early backers to play. So it kind of harkens me back to U-Boat when it was first released and there was bugs, and they were basically saying, look, we're just getting this out there so you can get your hands on it, probably get to give them feedback. Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought, what is it? It's basically Rule the Waves in 3D. So that's kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to be crude, but that's like my little fantasy. It's just absolutely, it's not that amazing, or not that shocking of an idea, because we've had a lot of good 3D games. Most recently we had War in the Pacific. What was that game I was playing like a year ago, back in December and January? I forget the name of it. And Battle at Sea Pacific? I forget. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was a good game, and it was 3D, and you could actually control aircraft carriers and all that, but it was nice because it was, I think I would consider that kind of like the 3D version of War in the Pacific, but here we go. So, what is available right now to anybody who's an early backer? And if you want to become an early backer, just check out the link in the description. So first of all, thanks to Game Labs for giving me press access to this. Maxim, the press guy, and I were exchanging quite a few emails because in my Discord, in my Rule the Waves channel of Discord, people were basically just talking about Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought for a while, which is wonderful because this is very similar. So let's just go and do some basic fight. This is going to be one that we should very easily win, but I want to go through some of the game mechanics. Now, although I'm using this as a stream, and I see B-Jib's question, I need to look at that for a second, but I'm going to make this kind of streamline, maybe a shorter stream, like I said, so maybe 50 minutes is what I'm targeting. Let's try to get through the overview in the first 20 minutes, and then I can really kind of play around with whatever. Tortuga question, what does the Battleship 1 hull look like? I'm curious. Okay, so let's go into Gun Basics 1. I think that allows us, no, maybe Gun Basics 2, which is a little more challenging. Let's give myself an easy one to start off with. We're going to be in a battleship facing off against a light cruiser. These are just Naval Academy things, they're little one-off scenarios, training scenarios, if you will. I'm going to choose the Balanced Gun Tech. And this is the ship design window. So toss away your old spreadsheet stuff. I mean, actually you want to keep those spreadsheets because they will be needed. But toss away that like Rule the Waves view. And now when you're building it, you can actually see the ship components going on. Every ship needs a conning tower. So we'll get a main tower on there. And there it is. Every ship needs a rear tower. The different varieties here either increase your profile, so make you easier to spot, but also, because they're bigger, usually increase your aiming. So I typically just grab the biggest one. I haven't this is really truly a first look. I mean, you saw from that previous menu, I've completed 6 exercises. Probably looked at this for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I like to be a little bit familiar with a game before I even do a first look. I'm a little bit bizarre like that. Now, 4 weight offset, that means that we have a little bit more weight in the front of the ship than the rear. I'm going to try to get around that by choosing a rear funnel. Now, we're going up against a light cruiser. There's no necessity for us to be fast. There's no necessity for us to be not short-ranged. So there's no necessity for us to be anything but a gun platform that destroys a light cruiser. So that's what we're going to do. We can use the bulkheads, which are helpful. You can kind of think, I like to think of bulkheads as like damage control. It is actually a bulkhead thing, but It appears to have damage control effects, improves overall flooding protection, improves overall fire protection in sections below the waterline, reduces probability of engine damage from penetrating shells, reduces probability of ammo detonation from penetrating shells, and the negatives are it increases ship's cost and decreases available tonnage. So, pretty standard. Like, you put thicker bulkheads in and you have less space for the rest of your stuff. We only have the basic steam engine, so we won't be worrying about that. Again, we're just going to be, like I said, a gun platform. Not going to worry about a lot of these things. We'll get to them later. Let's go to the main thing, which is putting a bunch of guns on your ship. Now, I don't know what guns are actually best for this mission. I'm sure that probably almost any guns will be okay. The ones that I really don't like, I don't know what... So it's a big question. We'll have to eventually ask Game Labs or kind of decipher, or maybe the information's already out there and I'm just not aware, how they're modeling these different guns. Because these different guns were very different to different nations. The British in the very, very early 1900s had the 13-inch gun, but it was actually abysmal. I mean, it's known as... it had some issues. From Rule the Waves 2, Rule the Waves, this one would be considered quality -2, the worst quality gun you can get in the game. So I think I'm going to go with either 10 or 11. Let's just take a look at some stats on the right-hand side here. Or you can look at the pop-up, but since I moved that around, you might have a harder time. So look at rate of fire. We have 0.95 rounds per minute. Over here we have 0.99 rounds per minute. So that doesn't make a big difference, so I'd rather go with the 11s. Let's look at the 12s. Those are 0.83, so that is slightly lower. I think we'll go with the 11s. 2 barrels to maximize our chance to hit. And notice that my 4-weight offset is actually adjusting according to where I place this thing. But if I push it a little bit too far back, the gun arc, firing arc is reduced. So I can get a little bit more if I put a little bit more forward. Since we're going up against a light cruiser and nothing else, I think that's actually important. And although it would make sense to put this thing here, we would have 4-weight offset of 8.5. So what I'm going to do is just be very, very ugly about it and put this in front of my little thing. But hey, we get rid of our 4-weight offset, so technically the ship's what is it called? The ship's performance, maneuverability and all that should be less impacted, although it's pretty ugly. More importantly, we're going to have to throw a bunch of secondaries, casemates, because this is an old battleship. We're looking at something which probably would be, this is the typical dual turret. These are just the original battleships. I mean, these are the first ironclad battleships. So I want 6-inch guns because I think that's going to be a nice way to really gut our opposition quickly, which is going to be, like I said, a light cruiser. And because we're using only 11-inch guns, I'm going to put a whole bunch of these in. I don't think I'm done there. We can get some 5-inch guns on the superstructure up here, and I will take advantage of that. I think those are also pretty deadly. Now that we have all that going on, we could put torpedo launchers, but let's not do that. Let's take a look at what's going on with our weight. Well, we can just increase our weight here. Notice that our cost is increasing while the weight is getting closer to 100%. We're now at 100%, so we're going to be a 15,900 ton ship, going 19 knots, very short. This all looks fine. Again, I just want to look. You could still add a 9-inch gun, says Big Nine. Paolo Abib says, nice, you got a copy too. Yes, I'm very excited about this. Josh said, make your own Dreadnought. We lost Tortugo, and never see him again. More armor pen be more useful? That's a good question. Not against a light cruiser. So just for this mission, this is like more than sufficient. I think the best thing you can do is just get these 11-inch guns. If you put 13-inch guns, you probably won't see the results of that. I mean, landing even a single hit. So notice that even though I did this rear gun way in the back, just because of other things... Oh, well, here I can make it a little bit better. And you have to right-click off. Okay, so that... I don't know if that even affected anything. The funnels here give you funnel capacity, and that affects a bunch of the maneuverability things like acceleration, deceleration. Well, does it affect deceleration? Let's just try to add another one. Okay, so we're at 0.01 and 0.84. Yeah, so deceleration did not change, but acceleration pretty much doubled. Well, can I put that in? No, it would be take us overweight. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get that one in there. And as I said, main point of this is just to fight a cruiser. We don't need to be that fast. So that's fine. I'll leave it as is. We'll leave the weight over. I mean, we have a little bit of extra weight. That's fine though, because I'm going to be happy to have maybe the extra flotation. So let's launch. Let's see what happens when we launch. Let's get into the game and see what it looks like. Because this is probably what you've imagined Rule the Waves looks like all these years. But now we actually see it. So there it is. We see the terrible... sorry, not the terrible, the terribile. The Italian one, I guess we're Italian. Yeah. Our flag is not flying with the wind, but that's because we starched it quite well. Anyways, that's a minor detail. So we're launching right now just our casemate guns. That looks like a 6-inch gun. That's because the traverse time of these turrets is real. It's actually taking them a long time. Now, if you've forgotten, the Rule of the Waves minute, every minute is a minute. So it's going to take us almost a full minute to get our 11-inch guns pointed at the enemy. And now we should see a rather large cannonade volley emitting from the Terribile. Maybe not. Looks like we still are loading them. Speed up time just a little bit to get... I mean, we're still doing a lot of damage because this is, again, just a light cruiser, and we're hitting it with 6-inch guns. And it shows what's going on over here. They've actually hit us once. No, they haven't. And slowly, by the way, our ship identification is happening. You can see on the right-hand side. Oh, we finally have discovered what this is. It's a Breslau. So here comes the big cannonade. Oh my god, that is huge. And 76 damage. Quite a hit. Started a fire, I think. Did some damage, so... now we're a slow lugging SOB because that's... I did not focus again at all on maneuverability or acceleration or top speed or anything. So right now I'm just going to keep turning to the left to give us this nice arc of fire. It'll take a little while for our 11-inch guns to load back up, but I mean, this is obviously an unfair fight, and it's just a nice way of looking at the game for the first time. By the way, let me know in the stream how the sound volume is. Hopefully it's loud enough that you're able to really hear all the pings and stuff. I love the little ricochets that doing. See if we can get that. I mean, this is so cool. I can just sit and watch this. Oh gosh, the big guns. Oh, 642. Oh lordy. And this is what the game looks like in Alpha 1. Needless to say, I'm very, very excited to see how the development of this game goes. So, despite that huge amount of damage, we're still have a little ways to go against the Breslau here. Yeah, Bubby the Cuck says maybe a little bit louder. It's going to die altogether for a moment just while I... Oops. Increase this. How about that? Should be a little bit better now. Newhauser says it's the Battle of Falklands all over again. Was the Breslau in the Battle of Falklands? Or was the Falklands one... The only battle I know down there was the Admiral Hipper. Wasn't it the Admiral Hipper that had to be beached? Or surrendered in port, and then it didn't surrender. Here comes the 11-inch guns! 2 misses, whole bunch of misses. Can you get magazine explosions? You sure can. And there's a lot of statistics you can see that will either mitigate that or increase the likelihood of it. Now, she's actually deployed over here a smoke screen, which is a button you can see right here, number 8. I don't have access to because battleships don't have access to it. GraphSB says Congo, that's the one, but it was a different battle, as I'm also corrected by William Carter, says Battle of Falkland Islands was December 1914. So yeah, I mean, this is a lot more like that as well, because this is World War I era light cruiser. Neuhauser says the World War I battle was two British BCs take on a German Asiatic squadron and gets demolished. Excuse me. Yeah, the German Navy did not fare very well in World War I. So using the smoke, we only have 18% chance to hit. Oh, still got a main gun destroyed. Holy cow. Now her main guns are on the side of her. They're not just fore and aft, the dual turrets that are so iconic of the original steel battleships. We're doing a lot of damage. We only have 6 minutes left to sink her. I don't think it's in question, but full right rudder. Let's go make our move in to close the gap. Will this be on Steam? That was, yeah, I think it will be. Right now, I'm not sure. So the version I'm playing is not through Steam. That was our 11-inch guns? No. So you can see our 11-inch guns loading over here. I'm going to straighten out for the attack just to give us better accuracy. You can see that on the far left, target maneuver, my maneuver is not... O maneuver is at 11%, but it's slowly dropping as we straighten out. So for my 11-inch guns, I actually want, you know, I want a proper stable. There it is. Oh my gosh, she's done for. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. So I feel like we could just sail away, and how is she even returning fire? So she has 3 engine hits. It doesn't look good. Yeah, Congo class sums up my thoughts. It doesn't look bad for Alpha. I would say that's truly, yeah. This game looks amazing for being just an alpha, and that's the really good news about it. We can just let the battle roll on. It's beautiful. It's cinematic. I'm now attached to the Terrabile as she pummels the soon-to-be corpse Breslau. Oh gosh, still haven't actually sunk her, but that flooding might end up doing it. So just like Rule the Waves, there's a superstructure damage on the top and flooding on the bottom. Now, unlike Rule the Waves, you will see flooding going backwards, as in people controlling the flooding, stopping it, even essentially piping out, which I don't know why. It actually would make sense if Rule the Waves had that as well. I'd never really considered it, but it might. Some people. Okay. Oh my gosh, just can't finish her off. Okay, there it is. So it's a beautiful game. It's just a beautiful game, and although it's just very... by the way, I want to mention this again. If you are interested in what you see here, there's a lot of Naval Academy stuff. I haven't done a lot of this. Look at this. Super Dreadnought or Battlecruiser. Are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. Let's try that one out. But you can be playing this right now if you want. You just need to become an early backer. And this is available to all the early backers as far as I know. Please don't hold me to that. I can't buy everyone's copy if I'm wrong, but... Anyway, let's go to a more appropriate duel. We're going to be one-on-one against a battleship. And it's a different battleship every time because I played it once, got very unlucky. I had a much better battleship than the one I faced first, but I lost. And then I tried it again, exactly to counter that one, and it didn't work out. First things first, because it's a battleship duel and we're going to start in range with them, the method to my madness is, as always, lower speed, lower range. I mean, this is the true Tortuga mechanic in Rule the Waves. We just want to set those things as low as possible, put as much of our valuable time and money or displacement into weapons and armor. Now, armoring, I don't know how you would actually change this armor. I think it's maybe through this stuff, but if I go to compound, it doesn't change anything. It just changes weight. So I don't know exactly how to change the armor. It may not be something we're able to do. We have auto mirror, which is good. We have field of view angle, hotkeys. Look at that. This is definitely a first look I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet myself. Remu says at the bottom left you can change the thickness. Bottom left. I see nothing. Oh, wait. For the love of God. Oh my God. I did not know you could scroll this. It's one of those, like, super trendy, thin scroll bars that I never notice and did not notice for the first, however many hours of the game. Oh my goodness. And there it is. Oh my goodness. Well, this changes everything. I'm not going to touch this right now because I actually think that I need to play around with this offline before I can come back and confident about it. But okay, that's good. I was actually wondering about this. Like, is this game maybe a little bit simplified? But no, it's not. So let's get our usual stuff on. We'll get a nice front tower. We'll get a nice rear tower. Again, I'm not too concerned with having good mobility, good maneuverability. Ooh, we're actually playing as the U.S. Navy. The pressure is really on. I got to represent America correctly. And I think I'm going to go with the 12-inch guns here. At the range we're going to be fighting, which I imagine is going to be something around probably less than 2 kilometers. As far as I can tell, there's very, very close engagements. So we should have penetration against any kind of armor. That would also possibly be true with the 11-inch guns, but let's just try. Okay, I could go with the 11-inch guns. Let's go with it. Okay, so I want a big range of fire on this. Again, I'm going to put this way too far forward, or I mean way too far back, I should say, just because I don't want this the weight to be too unevenly distributed. We're going to go over to casemates, and I think it only makes sense to add some 6-inch guns here. And then I might even add, after that, I might even add... How's our weight doing? Well, let's get this displacement way up. I missed one there. I don't know if the 5-inch guns will be doing any... I'm thinking 6-inch guns might penetrate, but I'm thinking 5-inch guns will not. And what that leads me to think is maybe it's better to put 4-inch guns instead of 5-inch guns for the other secondaries. Okay, we're creeping up on that. So let's go back now. Well, you know what? We can probably sneak these two in. Looks like we can. So let's get 4-inch guns for the other ones. Because I think quantity over quality at this point. These are not to do anything except for sit there and pepper them with high explosives to keep them from aiming properly, etc. And I don't know how well these things are modeled, but another thing is, although we do have underwater torpedo launchers, I could not, for the life of me, despite several attempts, get the battleships to actually use them. So we're just going to avoid that. So, what other stuff we need to look at? If we can, we'd like to increase the bulkhead. I think we can still do that if we take this down a smidge. Just a smidge, as in pretty much all the way. Actually, we can go back up to 17 and drop this down by 1. Yeah, here we go. So the 16,200 ton Kearsarge class, pre-war battleship, I think she's ready to go. And we'll meet our opponent in a moment. Increasing weight on jet centers stabilizes the ship and reduces heel and trim effects. A very effective way to accomplish this is to increase the engine machinery by adjusting the speed slider. Okay, so let's go up against the Italians. Could be, for all we know, my previous battleship. You can see how horrendously ugly my stack configuration is, but that's because we don't expect this thing to actually need to do much in combat. And what I mean by that is it's basically another glorified gun platform. So we'll try to give it all the speed we can, because increase in speed does translate to decrease in enemies' aiming capabilities, targeting capabilities. You can see that target speed on the far left-hand side over here. We can see that minus 5% because of target's fast speed. We haven't identified this thing yet, and we're just going to start exchanging casemate fire. Now, I'm going to do rudder hard to the left. Oh, what? We're already launching our main guns? And unfortunately, most unfortunately, it looks like we missed. I'm very curious to see what kind of guns... Uh-oh. Okay, they were short. They shorted it. It's good. How are they doing versus ours? I don't know. I'm nervous. Very nervous. Oh man, they've definitely landed some good hits. Unfortunately. So you can see that there's more or less the damage modeling going on. You can kind of understand how the game mechanics are working. So they're showing the different compartments that are damaged. Add another one. The fire is spreading basically, which is not good for us. I want to get some quick left turn in here right before we have to fire our guns. I'll straighten out for the cannonade. Okay, those are my 6-inch guns. Getting some hits here. I love the pinging. Let's listen to the ping. Ooh, good barrage. Here comes the big ones. Oh, nice. Destroyed casemate. Oh, nice. Well, that wasn't as good as I was hoping, but I'm like so excited to see those big guns fire. The Concordia, huh? Well, let's do a hard turn after our main guns have fired. Hopefully to... Yikes! Hopefully to exactly that, cause their main guns to miss. So, as you can see, maneuver, target maneuver, and O maneuver do play a role on whether or not you're hitting. So let's do our big maneuvers when our guns are not firing. And I want to turn up the sound a little bit more. Let me know how the in-game sound is right now. Is it about right? Okay, we're about 2/3 ready for the next volley. Another thing I'm trying to do, although it's not probably very obvious, and I'm not really doing a good job of it right now, I haven't been considering it much, is it's good to have an angle not perfectly 90 degrees, not perfectly perpendicular. You get a lot more ricochets and stuff if you present a sloped angle. This is the same thing as a tank presenting like a turn slightly like 20 degrees to the left or right instead of facing dead on with its opponent. Same thing happens with these ships. You want to kind of... Oh, here it comes. There's a big hit. 156 and introduce some flooding. And now, big turn, hopefully to prevent them from hitting us. We know that they're getting ready, and they're only using 11-inch guns. So that they actually were using the exact same guns. Oh, here it comes. Oh, man, they destroyed my main gun. That is probably not good. I'm going to say that that might be the conflict right there. Yeah, so one thing that I saw in the comments, Josh Street says crossing the T. That's actually, so it's kind of I think it's a false idea that crossing the T is actually a good thing. If you cross a T, you have a very narrow aspect profile of the ship you're targeting, and they have the best profile. So although you are able to bring all your guns to bear, in my case, actually, I want them to cross my T because I have no rear gun. Oh, notice my the missing second turret firing there. Now, despite that, I think our ship is just doing better with the 6-inch ping, ping, ping. Apparently, the 6-inch ping, ping, ping is doing a good enough job. We're keeping her on fire. Speaking of fire, we just got lit on fire ourselves. So I think that the secondaries might be winning the game, winning the day for us. Yeah, wow. we did it. So the Kearsarge is going to make its way back to port, repair that main gun, and nobody will be the wiser that she was probably in a deficit in that fight after losing it. We'll just pretend that she was never, the result was never in question. So yeah, I think that crossing the T it's kind of a mixed bag. I think that if you're going up against a ship which has multiple centerline turrets, like 3 or more, it's a good idea. With only 2 turrets, I found that there's another thing I forgot to mention. When the enemy is nose on to you, you have this. The ricochet effect is at almost at a maximum. Anything that does not directly hit the middle of their ship, if it hits the sides, you're facing like a 90. It's like an 89 degree. Sorry, I should say it the other way. The shell hits at like a 1 degree angle or 5 degree angle, let's say, with the ship, and it's very hard to get a penetration. It's the same effect as when you look at water. You'll notice that the further forward you look in water, the more likely you are to reflect and see the sky. And only can you see what's below you if you're looking very close down. That's because the water is bending, basically. It's refraction. And at some critical angle, you can no longer look down. It'll be reflected. And that's kind of the same thing that happens when you cross a T. B-Jeebs, wow. First of all, thank you so much. For those of you who are not aware, he just dropped a large contribution to the stream. Tortuga, would you know if the BB-1 is a thimble hull? I saw a video from Ben Magnus, and he used the cruisers. They were thimble hull from France. Just curious, by the way. Keep up the fantastic work. You kept me entertained in my rig. Well, let's take a look. So I believe what Benjamin Magnus was probably doing with the armored cruisers is you have an opportunity to use the heavy cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers against 1 battleship. I personally think that it's not a good idea to do that. I don't think that that's a chance of success. Even though you have 2 heavy cruisers, well, they're armored cruisers, to get the nomenclature correct for this time period, you are probably not going to. You're probably not going to win. So the Battleship 2 is 12,500 to 16,500. Estimated crew around 415, or we can say base crew, because I guess everything else adds crew. We go to the guns, main gun, pick any main gun real fast, and you can see that this will add 90 crew. So, anyways, going back to the hulls themselves. So that's Battleship 2. Battleship 1 is the older version, I guess. Yeah, look at that. We even have this, the ramming slope, which is pretty cool. This is a little bit, I would say this is even more like the original, it's definitely more the original pre-war Dreadnoughts that people think of, the pre-war battleships. And the advantage you get with this is technically the resistance is higher. And if we want to know what resistance is, because I do, the resistance of the hull affects the damage received from shell hits and torpedoes after armor penetration. Additionally, it applies special slope design that increases the ricochet chances of incoming shells. Obviously, this thing has kind of a crazy slope to it. Now, what that doesn't really tell you is that this kind of hull form is actually worse against arcing shells. So at the ranges that ships engaged when they were, these ships were built, it was like a kilometer or less. And then the shell is basically, you aim exactly, the shell almost doesn't drop at all, which is to say there's almost no arc. But when shells start arcing a lot, this is actually going to present a perfectly perpendicular surface, which is the worst case scenario for your ship, the highest chance of shell penetration. In which case, even just a flat armor like this is less likely to be penetrated. Now, it is more likely to be penetrated when you're fighting very close range, which we will be. Anyway, just thought I would show that. And yeah, this also has this slope sides, the armored cruisers. I don't really want to do the armored cruiser stuff though, because I feel like it would be an amazing challenge to get 2 heavy cruisers, well, armored cruisers, out there that could actually survive. Let's go down here, and I honestly can't keep this stream too long. I want to keep it short for people who want to watch on YouTube later. But let's go to something crazy. In fact, for those of you who have already played it, which is going to allow, the modern battleship, 145,000, is that destroy an enemy fleet with a superior warship. Test the power of a super dreadnought or an advanced battlecruiser against a combined fleet of smaller warships. This sounds amazing. Your warship will retain the advantage as long as you keep safe distance and a steady course to maximize the effectiveness of your heavy guns. 2 destroyers will escort you to help you spot enemy light ships and their torpedoes. Okay. What is this one though? Your goal is to design a battleship with superior fire control and gun technology in order to defeat a strong fleet of dreadnoughts, heavy cruisers, and destroyers. Your battleship must be... sounds amazing. Your battleship must be able to sustain heavy damage and be fast enough to keep safe distance from enemy ships, which will try to encircle you and destroy you with torpedoes or overwhelming close range. Enemy fleet is 2 battleships, 2... I don't know if these are heavy cruisers or armored cruisers at this point. So I don't know which one is best to do. I kind of want to... Okay, battlecruiser versus Dreadnought. Defeat a heavy battleship with a battlecruiser. That sounds very tough. Power of Dreadnoughts. Enemy Dreadnoughts possess powerful guns and strong armor. You must try to defeat them by having a fleet of more numerous pre-Dreadnoughts. Oh, wow, this is rough. These are like some amazingly fun challenges. I don't know which one to pick here. Assuming that difficulty scales up over time, let's try this one. So, ally fleet is 2 destroyers. Okay, so now we have a choice between either more funds. 42 million is a lot more money. Holy cow. Or we can just get better technology, which is better gun aiming speed, better gun base accuracy, gun range, and accuracy penalty from sea waves is reduced. Let's try that. Okay, we're just going to go for it here. And I have never designed a ship this big, so you'll have to bear with me here. Dreadnought 3 or Battlecruiser 4. Hull form plus 85, so that means the hull form is like the shape with the water. How like hydrodynamic is it? Stability 75, better stability 70, 75, 75, 60. Turning slowdown plus 50, 62 for turning slowdown. I think we'll go with the Dreadnought 3, and the reason why is because it has probably as much displacement as we'll end up getting, but as we'll need. But I like the increased resistance. I don't think we're going to need the speed. We'll see. If I have a lot of cost remaining at the end of the day, we'll switch back over. So let's go to main guns. I know I'm going to want. So first of all, let's get. Oh my God, there's so many. I'm not sure if I'm really going to look at these. I'm pretty sure I just want the best one. To me, it's very. Oh my, that is huge. Yeah, I want this actually pretty far back so I can get more guns going in the front. Or we're going to be facing a lot of ships. What if I go with something insane? I mean, let's go out with a bang, right? Let's go out with a bang. I'm going to make a gun. I'm going to make a. What was the light cruiser with the 3 guns on the rear, but only 2 guns on the front? That's what I'm going for here. Okay, let's put it here. And funnels. You know what? Actually, we want to move this. We want to make room for a single funnel. Can we? You know what? Oh my God. Mega funnel. It's not going to fit there, is it? No. Can I move this back at all? I think like control allows you to kind of... Okay, I will need you to move forward, my good friend. Or... No, how is this possible? This doesn't seem possible to make. Okay, if I put it right here, maybe I can stick the funnel on the back. We're really grasping at straws here. Yeah, it wants to go right there. I don't think we can use this one and get funnels. How does that sound? Pretty preposterous, huh? Oh, there's space in the primary tower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad that we have people paying attention. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the ticket right there. So we'll bring it back a little bit more because 4 weight offset is always going to be a fun thing. Let's just grab this one, 790, 350. Very expensive, but money's not the issue yet. So, I mean, that is significantly better. Yeah, let's go with the advanced funnel. Hey. Thank you. We'll see if we need more than one. Again, I don't actually know. So the funnel's impacting over here, like acceleration, stuff like that. I haven't really figured all this out yet. Again, this is truly a first look. We're going to want some better armor, I think. Armor weight. Money is going to be an issue eventually, but wow, we can go for like the best. 330, 220. Let's go for, I think, a sweet spot of like Krupp 2. Maybe Krupp 1. Let's go to standard bulkheads. We can get reinforced, which is going to increase floatability. Chance of fire decreases is huge to me. I think we'll take the weight. We'll do that. Anti-flooding, another big one. 2%, 4%. Ooh, we get very nice. Water pumping, which is really good. I think we'll stick with this one. Always the sweet spot, right? Get some Citadel resistance here. Plus 7% whole weight is... well, that's pretty substantial, isn't it? Well, ship construction time does not bother me in the least. I think we'll just go with this. Picking the middle ground here often enough. We're not going to have torpedoes on this. We're probably going to want better shells. Gun range, shell penetration. Shell cost 300. Let's go with that. Oh, yes. Oh, we want the best. I think this is going to be really important. 30% gun aiming speed. Long range. Do we want the coincidence finder or do we want the stereoscopic? So it depends on how fast we want to make our battle cruiser. 13 and 20. 20. I don't know the cost of these, by the way. Oh, main tower cost, secondary cost. Okay, so it is pretty expensive. You know what? Let's go for gun aiming speed. What does gun aiming speed do for us? Gun aiming speed. Gun aiming speed. That's not gun accuracy. So you know what? I don't like it. I'd much rather this one, I think. Okay, that seems okay to me. Again, I don't really care about a radio. Who cares about that? Now this is going to be the important thing. It looks like we have a built-in barbette there. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like it'll automatically support 2 different weapons. Let's find out. Okay, so now we're going to be up against, I think it was 2 battleships. Let's take a look at the rate of fire for these. Rate of fire is 0.77, 0.83. So between 13 and 14, you have a huge drop. 1.34, 1, 0.83, 0.77, 0.68, 0.58. Really not that bad. Okay, definitely not going to use 18-inch guns at 0.38. It's definitely way beyond the min-max. I think 15-inch guns look pretty good. 0.77, they're not that much worse. So let's use these. Triple barrel. Yeah, I'm going to put one up here. And then I guess I should be able to put one here. And now one right here. And there it is. It says that some parts are badly placed. That's until I right-click this. So now I right-click. And we're looking good. Okay, so we need to shift everything back as far back as we can go. Is that already as far back as she can go? It might be. Oh my god, please no, not another one. These little things, I'm sure they're going to be ironed out as the game moves forward. So the good thing is we don't even need a barbette. This has built-in super firing capability, basically. And this is as far back as it can go? Yeah, it really was. Can this go back at all? No, not without hitting that. I'm probably doing the same thing multiple times just because I'm OCD like that. Now we have secondary guns. I don't think at this point we're going to need... yeah, no more. Gone are the days of casemates. So we have main tower, secondary tower. We have one funnel. Wait, I think our funnel got removed. No, it's in my hand. It's just being weird. Let's put it as far back as possible. Again, trying to help this forward weight. And I'm going to move this gun back just, as far as it'll go. It's a little bit awkward, but plenty of room for secondary guns, though. We could put side guns on. No, I've just never been a fan. So, what do we want? 8-inch guns? Oh my gosh, the options are like limitless. By the way, range, you can take this down to very little just to see how much space, money. We have tons of money, so we're going to be able to upgrade a lot of these things. Oh, yeah, speaking of. engine costs will be a lot more. That's one way to... Let's go to oil, which is going to be floatability plus 50 minus detonation chance. I think I actually prefer this. Let's go to semi-oil. Definitely want balanced, or I could go with... Let's go with balanced. Plus 8%. Let's take a look at the difference. So this is 0.023. I didn't notice any change. It probably does something. Okay, let's look at horsepower. That should give us some indication. 56. Oh no, horsepower should just be how much speed we need. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. So many possibilities. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, looking over at chat. Put up our bet and you might get a third turn on the back maybe. Yeah, the thing is I have so much weight remaining. The thing I probably want to do is get the speed up so that we can... Okay, let's just start making this thing the Uber. And now I kind of think maybe we should go for the battlecruiser design, but okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Better water pumping. I like this a lot. Let's get a better shaft. Good, good, good. We'll go for the even better armor. I think it's just mostly more expensive, right? Yeah, armor weight actually decreases. So this armor is going to be what we use to balance these two to get them both to around 99% for the final. Now this, I did feel like this was a pretty good, look, sweet spot. Oh wow, huge jump in resistance here. We probably should have considered that. It does increase the armor weight pretty substantially, but let's do that. I mean, this is already pretty phenomenal. We haven't put on any secondaries. God help us. Let's go with the 6-inch. I'm stuck in my rule the waves ways. Okay, let's take a look. There is some weight savings, it appears. This is 90. This is around 60. I mean, not around. This is 68 per barrel. And this is around 65. Not around, exactly 65. So 68, 65, I don't see the huge advantage there. Plus there is we do have to, the crew is less. The cost is 127 versus 171. That is definitely better. I don't know how likely these things are to get knocked out. So let's go with a 3-barrel just because it's going to look kind of look funny. Oh wow. This is weird. Can I not put it over here? I can. If you hold down control, this is what I saw over here. Hold down control, disable snap. Oh, wait. And this will automatically mirror. The problem is I don't know what this is going to do to the firing arc of this guy. So let's be a little bit careful about this. So that does not appear to impact anything, which is good. Can we get them on the side? No. Okay, I'll put them there. Where else will you fit, my dear friend? Wait, you can fit here? Alright, Steam. Not Steam itself, but does this influence? It should. Does this thing, yeah, over. Okay. What? Yeah, okay. It says it can't fire. If you look at an angle there, I think it's saying it can't fire directly forward. It does. And if we remove this, it can. Okay, that settles that. Alright, that's much better. So, I don't know where you're supposed to put secondaries. Let's try the double barrel. Maybe you can't use this single barrel everywhere. These are only 6-inch guns. Wait, I saw it. We're just going to have one gun on this thing? Okay, this is weird. It'll actually have cross-deck fire to a small degree. Now, let's see. How did that impact this? I think that's still okay. Let's actually switch those over to triple, because I don't know how many guns we're going to get. Okay, let's try to do this in a way. That looks pretty good. So we have all of our 6-inch guns in one spot. Just please don't hit that one spot and we'll be okay. There's got to be a way to put guns here. Yeah, No Name says what I'm already thinking. By the way, I'm sorry I'm not able to go very deep into the comments here. We could definitely add casemates. I just don't want to add casemates. All right, let's go down in size. Maybe we can add some 4-inch guns. Yes. All right. 4-inch guns. Here we come. Which will be useful still at taking out. This is so cool. I mean, look how cool this is. Also tedious, but putting our 4-inch guns everywhere. Put them here. About here. Oh, it overlaps with that, so I very much doubt we're going to be able to fire it. Like, maybe we can stick another one on here? Nah. Let's take a look at the arc of fire. Yeah, this one, can we move it forward a little bit? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to be so patient. Like, can we get more than one here is really what I'm asking. Wait, it did not mirror? No, I want you to mirror. Why would you do that? Let's take it off. Put it back down. Okay. Yeah, not gonna fit one there. Well, there it is. It has, just because I can't be bothered, it has 4x3 15-inch guns, 3x3 6-inch guns, 2x3. Oh, let me get rid of these and make them triple. This old song and dance, huh? You make me do this again? There. Got it. Okay, so that means now we should have at least narrowed our guns down to, yeah, we have the 4 triple turrets, then we have 3 triple turret 6-inch guns, only rear firing, basically, and then we have the 4 triple turrets on the side. We have nothing in the front. Big Knight says, I swear if he makes this series, it's going to be 95% building a ship. This is life. This is life in the Tortuga. Wait, I just feel like we probably should put some casemate in, because I feel like this is casemate. Let's see what happens. Let's add only 4-inch for casemates. We basically need these things to... Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Do I want 4-inch or do I want 5-inch? We got plenty of room available. Let's just go hog on 5-inch. Which is just going to be supposed to ward away any... That does not seem like an appropriate firing arc with that gun there, but go for it. Okay, we just basically put them everywhere. That's going to give us a little bit more capabilities to kill things. Alright, well, we'll get better turrets, I guess. Traverse speed, electro-hydro. 75, 553. Ooh, wow. 3% hull weight. That's significant. Let's try this. Electrical turrets, which I guess 25% is pretty good. Enhanced, or let's do automatic. I'll definitely take that. And I think we'll go with standard shells here. Basically, the decrease in you get a decrease in, what is it? Well, I guess you get better range, better shell penetration, better increase of ammo, higher increase of ammo detonation, decrease in shell muzzle velocity, but I guess with a 30% increase in weight, we'll do that. Okay, so now let's go back over here and let's play a little bit with this armor situation, which is supposed to be this balancing point between weight and... Well, I mean, this is crazy, so I guess we can just increase this. 31 knots, this thing is a beast. I want to get better bulkheads. Maximum bulkheads. We didn't get any anti-torpedo. Why did we not get any anti-torpedo? Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. Bring this down just a bit. Let's go back on the Krupp to go back here. Too much. Okay, so we'll have to bring this down to 29, 28.5, 28.5. Okay. So things which cost money but don't take up weight are completely okay. By the way, we can't do that? Oh man, we're so close though. There's probably other things that we could do. So, barbette, we don't have any barbettes. I don't think this... What? Do we? Are these considered barbettes on the towers? Maybe. Main gun, second... I don't know. It's just ammo detonation chance. Who really cares about that? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. 4%? Well... Alright, it worked. We messed something up. Why are we at this now? What happened? Why did this drop down? I think we can actually do this now. Nope, still can't. Yeah, we're already maxed there. We could go up to this. Yeah, might as well. I mean, and this is... Okay, interesting. This actually swapped the money and the weight cost. And it's lowered resistance. Okay, no, we're stopping at Citadel 4. By the way, let's just take a look. How does super heavy shells look? Gun reloading time plus 5%. I don't like that. Let's stick with heavy. Okay, we can, I think, bump up to the next one. We can. Let's do it. And armor. Well, look. When you're given this much time to play around with things, let's go ahead and do it. 3.5. Get this up to 11.5. 12. Conning tower. My dear friends, tell me you all know my philosophy on conning tower armor. Don't care about it at all. Secondaries, I think this is fine. Turret top seems like that should be important. Okay, we made it. All right, good. I think this is good. I think this is good. We might as well push it all the way until we can't push it no more. 12.1 inches. Okay. Well, there she is. She is the Kaga class. We'll see how she does. 2 destroyer escorts. Should 4-weight offset is 7.2%. Not too bad. I have no idea how this is going. I have 0. This is first look. I want to stress that before my impending failure. Is this game made by Ultimate General people? It is. It actually is. Yeah. Okay. 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, and 4 destroyers. God save us. All right. Now, let's pause real fast. Wait, do we know where this is? What is this? Oh. Oh. Okay. So our goal here is going to be maintain a like semi-chase aspect with them. I want to basically give them like a 45-degree view of my rear end. Something like this. Which means I'm both firing the entire broadside, but also retreating and giving them a worse angle for penetration. Now, switch over my destroyers, which I care very little for, as true enough to my Roll the Waves standards. These guys are going to be the distractions. So, I think I would like for them to screen. Can I just set them to screen and AI? Yeah, good. I don't want to deal with it. I have enough to deal with right now, right? Which is one ship. So, let's go ahead and unpause and see what happens. In fact, we may even want to speed this up a little bit. Oh, we are firing. What the hell are we firing this far? I mean, hell. What the hell was that? It's my 6-inch guns. Look. I mean, I don't want to tell them to stop firing, but 11% chance. We truly are in the modern era. Alright, let them come. Let them come. Oh, the big guns! Oh my gosh, here they go. These look good. It could be. Oh, it's looking good. Oh yeah! Oh, well, and that exactly shows you how their nose-on angle with us does not lead to much. But I don't know what they're doing. They are not really engaging, and so what is this? I don't know what the lines are. That's probably the maximum range of my shells. This is probably my vision range. Yeah, so definitely things are different. I don't know what this internal one is. Submarine detection radius? Not sure, but we are really laying it on with these guys. Let's go up to 2x. Overshot. Yeah. I mean, these are definitely older battleships. You can see the identification progress on the right, 31%. I don't know if we want to switch over to safe to save like gun ammunition. We do have quite a lot of shells, but oh my gosh, here it comes. Oh, only one hit. That's all we managed. Yeah, that's a little frustrating, but I think we'll go ahead and wait. What is that flagship penalty? So when I said screen, did you guys maybe it's very possible, by the way, that the AI is not yet developed. So assuming that might actually be the case. Oh, they're actually engaging now. Yeah, this is a good angle for us. Just like that. There goes our 15-inch guns, I think. Yeah, those were the 15-inch guns. Let's catch up with those. Ah. Oh. Just missed. Get these guys to zip on over here. The thing is, at 29 knots, I'm not too worried about destroyers creeping up on us. Wow. Well, that's a lot of incoming. We're going to head a little bit further away. And you know what? I'll go down to full speed just to kind of let them catch up. Maybe 26. And let's go to ×3. Still waiting for one of these barrages to really land home. Oh, good. That was some hits. Let's take a look at what we're actually facing here. Still haven't identified her, but she has... Yeah, so this would be a good one to cross the T of. She has 5 centerline turrets. Wow, these 15-inch guns are just really loaded very quickly. Not doing too much. You know, maybe we should just go for it. I expect that, so Big Knight says I'm too far away, but I suspect that my chance to hit is better than theirs, in which case I should play this safe game at range. So we see these smoke clouds, by the way. I mean, this is not suddenly fog clouds appearing out of nowhere. These are definitely the enemy escorts. I'm just going to give our destroyer something to do in a moment. Yeah, there we go. So, now I want to up the speed, and let's come right to deal with these escorts, essentially. So let me do... I want to do save, because I don't think that there's not that much is going to happen at this point. I'd rather engage safely. Could actually smokescreen. Smokescreen, okay. Well, here's another thing we could do. We could send in my destroyers against their battleships. So to me, the best thing to do is actually to wear down their escorts. Like, that is a very tough angle. So when I'm tail on, like, the whole, like, crossing the T thing, it is so hard for their shells to hit. And, of course, they did, but just to prove me wrong. But, you know, that's just to prove me wrong. I'm okay with the game doing that. Just to prove me wrong. WS is just warship. It means you don't have any idea what kind of type it is. I'm guessing those are destroyers because they're leading the way. Too bad we didn't get to design the destroyers. But you can see that there was like construction time and like implications on some of your design decisions. That is, I really like to see that. So there's a lot in this game. I'm sure that I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm not going to focus on those guys right now. We're going to be much more interested in the new arrivals. So it looks like they are able to target us beyond the horizon. Even though they don't have vision, they're still launching barrages beyond vision range, which is pretty cool. I don't think they have radar, though, if they're older. So I'm not exactly sure how they're doing that. I guess they're just relying on the radio reports from the escorts to provide them spotting information. I imagine that should at least suffer a very large penalty to hit. Okay, so we're in good shape, though, I think. We did a nice little zag, which is going to put us in exactly the right shape to engage these other ships. So let them waste their ammunition. Pascal Polito says, I am liking what I'm seeing so far. The game looks cool. It is so... I'm really liking it too. Like I said, it's just Rule the Waves, but in 3D. And this is Alpha 1. I just have to mention that again. This is available to early backers. I want to mention that as well. So if you really like what you see and you just can't wait, you can pick it up from a website, which should be linked in the video description below. How we doing here? Like this save thing, are you like trying to engage anything right now? So I feel like you could be. Switch over to normal, and yeah, you're immediately... Okay, so we should do normal. It's probably because we don't have much of a chance to hit him, considering he's in a smoke screen. What I want to do is get these guys to come around and then launch some torpedoes, perhaps? Oh yeah, we destroyed the main... I mean, we're in good shape here. Are we actually launching our 15-inch? I don't know why we would be using our 15-inch. Oh my god. That's why you use your 15-inch guns. Holy cow. Well, they proved the point to me very clearly. Say no more. I understand. Now we're actually in firing range with our destroyers, I think. This guy's like, get me out of here. Get me the hell out of here. So we can see that these guys are probably nose on with me. We destroyed this guy. Let's focus on the next one. Just because I don't see any reason to focus on this guy when he's... Oh, he's still in pretty good shape, but I'm going to let my destroyers do something. Just one hit should be enough. I don't want to launch torpedoes, by the way. I'm going to do save on that. Not against destroyers. It's one of my things I hate the most about World of Waves, when your destroyers just decide to go crazy, launching torpedoes at enemy destroyers. Such a small chance to hit them. We're probably on a... Oh my god, yeah. Let's go ahead and engage the cruisers. And they're starting to pepper us. I think those are only like 8-inch guns or so. They are 11-inch guns. That's actually something to be concerned about. Those can do some damage. Now, if I go to save, do you consider yourself close enough to hit him? To hit was a 10%? It's not very high. Yep, you do. That's good to know. Yeah, I think they're retreating back to the battleships. So all that's happened so far is we've sank, I think, 2 destroyers. Did we actually sink them? I don't think so. No, yeah, we did. Did we? I don't know. We have an hour and a half, guys. Good luck. We have plenty of time. Let's go ahead and make this turn. I'm going to slow down to... Well, I don't want to slow down, actually, because it does impact our ability to be hit. You can still see them spraying way over there. I'm gonna real fast turn up the game volume again. I feel like it could be a little bit higher. Maybe this. Okay, let me know how that is. Let me know if it gets too loud, most importantly. Because I'm kind of zoomed out a little bit more from the action, so probably if I zoomed in, we'd get... I'll make you go deaf. You had your warning. Yeah, but actually, we need to get our destroyers in there because we can barely see anything. So this has 10-inch guns. This has 11-inch guns. Oh! We decided to open up. Oh, 955 in a fire. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That thing's down to half health already. Well, the Kaga is really, really doing well here. Okay, let's get these guys to deploy their smoke screen. Do we need to? I think we will. So you can't even see little pea shooters that these guys are engaging with. Here we go. Another big old barrage. Nah, we got one hit in there. It's not like the superstructure damage is going to repair itself, so it's pretty okay that that guy's limping off. So we are causing their destroyers to retreat. I feel like it's time to move on in, make our run. The best thing is if I could actually zip my destroyers. I probably could split the division. I could detach one and actually send them off to the right, one off to the left, and one of them might get through to the destroyers, I mean to the battleships, but I'm not sure it's that big of a deal. Oh, he decided he wants to engage somebody. Another hit. Engine 3, Engine 2, damage, fire, flooding. That guy's, I mean, he is taking 15-inch shells. You gotta feel bad. You feel very bad for him. So I'm already trying to imagine. I really hope that they can include some historical. I don't think that the time frame for the game is supposed to be till 1930. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the poor village. So let's engage this one now. I mean, it's still engaging us, but those fires might put it out of action. Okay. Wow. 1,500. Oh, we sank something else on accident, I think. No. Where did the 1,500 damage go? Did it just destroy the turret? Or did we just... I don't know what's going on. Did we just eviscerate something else? Oh, God. Oh, no. No hits that time. I got really excited. We do want to watch out for torpedoes. It's obviously a huge... big no-no for our Kaga. Let's actually turn her away preemptively. Oh, there it is. The village goes down. So they're down one. Let's get them. Now we just need to engage these other ones. See if we can engage that one. The Kaga's really not taking any hits too, which is the great news. Oh, we are launching our torpedoes. Well, I told them not to do it unless it was... Oh no, those are incoming. Incoming! Oh, he took a hit. Well, you know, I said don't launch your torpedoes against enemy destroyers, but they've gone and done the same, and to great success. Oh, these are still, I mean, heading my way. Let's be careful about that. So I pulled the rudder hard to the left. I think we'll be okay. Probably won't be able to engage with all our guns for a little bit, but that's okay. And we will safely avoid these torpedoes. Fantastic. And that's exactly what you wanted to do with your destroyers. Use them as the screens. That's exactly what they're there for. I guess I really could actually focus on the destroyers. It might be worthwhile to do that just because these destroyers might be as dangerous as anything else. So this guy is, what, steering is damaged? Rudder is damaged, yeah. Let's go ahead and detach him. And move him just, we'll be doing our own thing with him, basically. So that's 3, F3 is here, F2, click there. Sometimes, because right click is also to drag and view, sometimes right click does not respond to the orders I'm issuing. So can we get a hit here? Let's find out. So they're definitely poking on my guy. So let's return fire. Gotten very lucky with the Kaga. Well, I mean, she is making evasive turns and everything like that. This is probably about the time where we're... Oh god. Okay, that one's down. 7,300 damage, you know, just all in a day's work. If we can get the other destroyer, I will feel pretty safe. And, you know, just because I like to do this, let's try to keep them all around. Let's try to save all my ships, which means pulling this guy off the front lines. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. That is definitely not what I wanted you to do. That is definitely not what I wanted you to do. I mean, we're beating the crap out of that destroyer, but honestly, if there's torpedoes in the water right now, we're not in a good way. Not too surprising that we sank it, frankly. And yes, and just like that, Alpha 1 comes into play. So the game did crash for me, but I'm not too worried about it. It was a lot of fun. Let me just quickly launch it again so we can at least have some kind of conclusion to the stream. I don't know. I don't know what to say. First of all, that scenario was a ton of fun. And this is definitely not the first crash I had. There was a few of them. Yeah, Kendall says, I killed the DD. I destroyed that destroyer so hard it crashed the game. Couldn't handle 7,000 worth of damage. So, I don't know. I can't believe that even if the game was just these Naval Academy things, I think it would already be really good. And the fact that it will obviously be mostly about a campaign at some point. Hopefully something like Rule the Waves. There's just nothing but a lot of positive that you can say about this so far. And I think Zach Roble just said it. Extremely impressive for an alpha. Exactly. And Bolshevik Duck says, damn good game so far. So really 2 thumbs way up to the Game Labs crew who are working on this. Again, thanks to Maxim for providing press copy. He was even traveling trying to get me a code for today. So yeah, I can tell you that I'm already contemplating, it's not like it takes that long to do, but I'm considering already a sub-channel for this game on my Discord. And very few games have that honor. So it's really, really, I think it's shaping up to be something nice. I do plan to stream this again tomorrow. Probably around noon Pacific time. I don't expect that the crashes will go away, but we'll just live through them. I mean, there's just so many cool things. We can build a modern. Let's just do this real fast. I won't actually play this out, but what we'll do is we'll look at what a modern battleship looks like. Oh my gosh! They're giving us the Yamato or the Iowa. Both have this hull shape. 90. Oh, yep, this is Yamato. 92,000. We're gonna make it very short range because it's basically an aircraft carrier. Oh, this is so good. So let's just see what happens if we just go to absurd levels here. What happens if we just go crazy? Oh, that actually is cool. So you can increase the number of shells you carry, and it doesn't have an impact on your explosive chance. I mean your weight. It impacts your ammo detonation chance. So kind of shades of World War I, Battle of, oh my gosh, the big one. Jutland. Holy cow. For a second I was about to lose my mind. Shell penetration is to me more important, so 1.5 plus 8. Yeah, let's do TNT. Get the electrical ones. I didn't find that turret traverse time was causing us big problems before. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, this is gun base accuracy. Oh, and this is only long range accuracy. I like gun base accuracy better. Did not realize that was the thing. We can actually put radar on this. That's amazing. This is so cool. I love this game so much already. Just because we know we want it, let's get up to higher belt, much higher deck. We all know my thoughts on Conning Tower. Don't really care about belt extended too much. In this game, I think secondaries are important, so. Alright, let's Let's get going on this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can see that there's little circles for the guns. Put this as far back as possible. The question is, do we want a... I think we're going to go for still a 4-turret configuration. This is turning into Rule the Waves on crack. Yeah, it's insane. There's our mega funnel. We're gonna have another mega funnel just sticking up in the middle of nowhere, which doesn't make any sense to me. So I think we are gonna want a huge funnel, gun on the back to support. I mean, you guys know what's gonna happen here, don't you? No, rate of fire is 0.88. So, you know what? It is going to happen. It's going to be the biggest... You know what would be funny is if we made it to only fire rear. I'm convinced that this is the right thing to do. Because that's what you gotta do. So it has to be there. Okay. Yeah, there it is. The greatest battleship ever built. With, you know, as you'd like, 2 rear-firing weapons. So yeah, we're going to get a lot. We have the possibilities of a lot of secondaries here. And by a lot, I just mean that many. What do we have for casemates? Is this... Oh, there's no casemates on this ship. That's cool. Finally got rid of them. Alright, let's go for some 5 triple... Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we actually can put a lot here. Let's see, can they support 6-inch ones? No, not really. Well, kind of. This game is so cool. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Okay, that's as much as I'm gonna do there. I don't know how to make it any better. We can bring up the speed, I guess. This is ridiculous. This is the Iowa meets the Yamato. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay, I actually do need to lower that because I want full bulkheads. Wow, that's ridiculous. There's no other way I can say it. It's ridiculous. Can I squeeze one more knot? No. Not that I even want to. You know what? Why would I bother? Let's go for bigger armor. I might even want to drop it down to 31. Yeah, let's drop it down to 31 and just get armor. Alright, conning tower, you can get 12. Okay, that's pretty good. We're going to have to drop something. We need better turret armor. Drop this down to 12.5 if we have to. Like, turret armor is very important when you have 18-inch turrets. Okay. Can't get anything else. I think it's fine the way it is. Alright. This is the Tillman Battleship, basically. The funny thing is, the aft weight offset is 2.6%. It's the first time I've ever managed to finally get, you know, The aft is the problem. I think it's better to have your weight in the aft. No, then you won't. I actually did. It's just got to be even, probably. I'm going to try to see if I can stick any more. Yeah, we can. We can stick some more of these on. This is so bizarre, it can actually fire in both directions. Now, let me see. Did that limit this guy at all? Okay, so right now he's pointing. Let's get very close to analyze this. He's pointing basically directly into that cone. Yeah, it was limiting him. Yeah, then I would rather have this guy able to traverse further, especially because we want him to be able to fire backwards, since our strategy here is to basically to fire backwards a lot. All right, let's give it the old college try. Let's bring this thing out. It's just awesome. It's the best battleship ever designed. Firing at full broadside usually maximizes your firepower against the enemy, but also makes your ship more vulnerable to enemy shells. Shell penetration power is dependent on the angle of hit, so shells that hit from the side have more chances in penetrating and maximum chance when they hit perpendicularly. Okay. So I think it's just us against... it's perfect. Where are they? Spotted to the southeast. That only matters if I know... Okay, southeast. Somewhere over... Look at the range on my guns. To the southeast. Okay, well, I think... Are we up to max speed yet? No, we're at 20 knots, so... And I guess the wind is out of the south. Do we want to travel with the wind? I guess that our vision should be less obstructed if we're moving into it. So let's see what happens. Let's put this up to 5. We know it's very... I would say it's very likely to crash. The ship's an absolute chunker. Yeah, don't expect any narrow turns. It's head out of the southeast. So, you know what? Let's just... We want to make sure they know where we are so that they chase us. So that we can get our rear guns to work. And we have such crazy amounts of armor that probably don't need to do this, actually. Yeah, we have a lot of shells. We go reverse straight at them and confuse them. It said southeast. I'm not crazy. Spotted to the east. Okay. We're just turning around in circles here. Are we up to speed yet? 23.7. It's going to take us like the lifetime of the universe to get up to maximum speed, but once we do, just you wait. Very cool. I didn't even see this. Let's set low, because I don't even know what that gives us as an option. This is the the War Reich, the War Kingdom. Where? Oh, okay. I'm going much too at them. That is not what my ship's designed to do. We're already firing. Did we already fire? Oh my god, we're already firing. Look at the range of our weapon. This is ridiculous. Turn, damn it, turn. Oh my gosh, the 18-inch guns. God help it, whatever that hits. Nothing so far. Here they go again. There they go. Oh, it's so close. I just want to see it happen. Oh, and there's the other rear gun. So this has 2 in the front, 1 in the rear. So this is like an Iowa. This is so awesome. Oh my god! Oh my god! It took a battleship from full health down to half. I think that's a battleship. It could be an armored cruiser, or sorry, a heavy cruiser. We destroyed the funnel. Oh my god, we're just wrecking this thing. So that's definitely a battleship. That was ridiculous. That's a heavy heavy cruiser, I think. Hey, this is a lot more than I thought it was. Oh my gosh. We destroyed the main gun. That is a battleship. It is just getting decimated. And I'm just firing like with impunity. This is amazing. Oh gosh, another main gun destroyed. Oh man. Let them come. Plus I have like really, really intensely good armor. I think that's an 8-inch gun firing. This is ridiculous though. This poor thing. It has no main guns. Why would we even bother? Oh, we changed targets. Next. Yeah, we are engaging this now. That's good. Here comes the next wave. No hits. Oh, we destroyed casemate gun? This guy's using casemates? That's not a good sign. If you're going up against the Yamato, you probably shouldn't be using casemates. Okay, they are firing now, so we are going to have to angle. Begin the angle. And there's going to be so much ordnance raining down on us. Oh my gosh, but at the same time, does it even matter? Oh wow, this guy is very well armored. He's not suffering from the same condition as the first one did. Okay, we're up to 30.9 knots. Hooray. I didn't notice the speed is labeled there. That's really helpful. Incoming. It's kind of cool how you can see that the textures of the ship disappear over time. Oh, up. Okay, never mind. This guy's having some problems now too. Let me slow down to just normal speed for a second. Let's take a look at what this is. Please, like... Okay, so this is a 41,000 ton ship. I mean, this is huge still. It has 17-inch guns. Oh my gosh, we have to really focus on that. And now, it's funny, coming from 5X, it looks like, oh my gosh, just look at this. Oh my gosh. Incoming. Incoming. Also incoming our way. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was some shells inbound. Those are the big ones. Very cool how they made the light of the shell big enough. Oh man, they set me on fire. Should be able to put that out pretty quick, but... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We are just wrecking these. Wrecking these. Ah, another fire. Damn it, stop starting fires. Oh, they destroyed a barbette. Wait. It doesn't knock out my turret, does it? Does it allow it not to reload? We need to engage, plan, retreat. I mean, we are definitely doing a lot of damage to these guys, but we need to, because there's like 20 of them and there's one of me. I wanted to stop the stream, but I couldn't do it. I'm addicted. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was beautiful. That guy's in deep, deep trouble. And there is also something for aiming, for accuracy. On the left, damage, you can see damage, stability, instability. So as you take damage, you are less stable. So a lot of these guys are going to be having problems engaging just because they've taken damage. So I don't imagine that they'll be very accurate. I like our current heading. We are still able to fire our forward gun. But even if we can't, for any reason, we could zigzag. But I'm just too happy actually knocking these guys out of the fight. Yeah, because of their, again, the crossing the T thing, because they're just almost nose on with us, it's very hard for us to penetrate. Which should be working both ways. I still think God help them if one of these shells actually do. Can you imagine being on a heavy cruiser with 18-inch shells coming your way? And we are firing very quickly. We may, in the end, not have enough shells to kill all these things. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, have mercy on this thing. He's still going. He's just charging ahead, oblivious to the fact that he is almost dead. It's really impressive that this guy can still fire. Just does not care. Oh, well, that's, well. Yeah, we switched over to the Bavaria. I didn't even intend to do that, but it looks like he did. Oh! I got one hit on him. Let's go back to save. And let's actually rotate. Yeah, let's rotate. Oh my god. Whatever we attack, we kill. Oh, the first Bismarck. So we're still going to be able to launch all this ordnance to our rear, even though our front gun is unable to fire. That just troubles us not. This ship was designed to basically fire rearward. Looks like we're going after this. Oh, non-penetrating hit. I actually don't even know what it means, how an 18-inch shell doesn't penetrate a heavy cruiser. Seems like almost preposterous. Oh, wow, 2,500 damage. And he's quickly decided to end his pursuit. Yeah, let's come back this way because it looks like they're giving up the fight. It says the enemy will not retreat as one of the sync conditions. So I wish there was a 10x. Mr. Profiling says I'm in love with this game. I know, isn't it great? It's so good. I mean, it happens in Rule Waves 2 as well. The 18-inch shell not penetrating heavy cruiser. Yeah, and you know what? It probably can happen. I mean, oblique enough angle, and it can happen. So how are we doing? Oh, that's why we're speed. What's our max speed at now? 29.3 is our actual new max because our funnel has toppled, apparently. Up. They're retreating. Run away! It's kind of funny to think about them retreating against one battleship. Incoming! Yeah, I put it on save, so he must really think that we have a good chance of hitting. 13%? Yeah, that's pretty good. Only a 40% chance to pen with our 18-inch guns, which that does surprise me. This thing does have 11-inch guns. Oh! Oh! He's venting oil. Oh, that's so cool. Obviously, they're not modeled correctly. They're going to sink way quicker than they would in real life, but that's still, this is already pretty cool. Looks like we've decided to go after the battleship now. Are we launching shells at it? Yes, we are. Oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. This poor thing doesn't have a chance. 17-inch guns, but I guess it just doesn't have the range? Oh my gosh, another... Oh, we destroyed another main gun. I don't think its guns are operational. Yeah, they're not facing the right way. It definitely has, or it looks like it has, not definitely, but it looks like it has two guns down. And up here we see, yeah, the front gun is working. It's not even angled the correct direction, but we want to turn back. This is so awesome. Ah, yes. Is that destroyed main gun? Oh my gosh. This is the other battleship. Well, I think we should probably just nose on in and, you know, throw caution to the wind at this point. Here's the next. Yeah, not penetrating because he's angled nicely. Got one hit of 437, I look like. 438, yeah. Another non-penetrating hit. This guy has armor ranging from 1.3 to 9.7 inches. Yeah, that's not that great. This guy has 10-inch armor. Oh my gosh. 409. Damage the main gun again. So he does look like he's trying to aim at us now. So hopefully we do something about that. Oh, that looked good. We almost hit the other guy. I don't even know. Maybe one turret's firing at one, the other turret's firing at the other. But these are both really, really, really bad shape. You just feel so powerful with this one. This one uber super battleship. Yeah. So I think the weird thing is, oh wow. The right clicking seems to make you move towards the ship as well as changing the target. Okay, good. So now we see what we have, what we're up against. We're up against 2 battleships, which those are both done for already. Destroyed the funnel. It's on fire now. Just waiting for it to actually go down. But we can't give up because these both have operational weapons. 16-inch guns, 17-inch guns. Like, these are the things which are scary. Oh, wow, that was kind of a brutal turn. She's almost down. She's definitely on... I mean, she's on fire. She might... Oh, they're putting the fires out. It's really cool to watch on the top right how the damage is all doing modeled and all that. Oh, it's chaos. It's chaos on the lines. These guys group up like this. We might actually be able to hit more than one at a time. Alright, our 8-inch guns are available. They've decided to return fire. I think that's a good idea. Destroyed main gun. Caught a fire. I don't know if we're actually destroying the main gun or if we're just continuing to destroy it. Or, you know, like the destruction's already been done. That's a lot of incoming. Oh, wow. Yeah, but they are definitely opening up on us. I think it's because our radar... They don't have us in range, and they can't fire. But now they can because we're in visual range. So, let's go back to using our radar. That seems to be a much better... Oh, wow. We're doing a lot of damage, though. This guy's just on his last limbs, just barely holding on. I suspect the next incoming wave should be the last one. The coup de grace. The grosser Kurfürst. So this is kind of like Hunt for Red October. It's German versus German. Unless, are we Austro-Hungarian? I see no flag. So that just lends itself even more to the idea that we are... Wait. We are Austro-Hungarian. Okay, so we are Austro-Hungarian. I stand corrected. Don't want to be under the yoke of... Oh my god, this guy. First Bismarck. We don't want to be under the yoke of the Germans any longer. We're going rogue. And our speed is 25.8. That's not terribly good. What's our actual maximum? 28.7 because of the damage we've taken. I like how every time they approach, they're like, well, that maybe wasn't a good idea. And then they retreat. Oh, yeah, we're out of ammo. Well, that's going to be a problem. There's 2 ways we could do this. There's the Tortuga way, and then there's the way that it's actually entertaining to watch. If it's the Tortuga way, I fight at range for the next 2 hours of real life and wait for them to use up all their ammunition so I can close and kill them efficiently. The way that that will happen for this stream is I'll just close and we'll fight them with our 8-inch guns. So... we may even still be able to do this. We don't have torpedoes, but how beat up are these battleships? All right, this is gonna be an interesting one. I don't think we're gonna do this. Here we go. So everyone's saying ramming speed, but the funny thing is, you can't ram in this game yet. I don't know if it will be implemented, but at least it's not yet implemented. So yeah, let's stay nose on with them for as long as possible. Exactly nose on with them. Destroyers are going to be a problem. That's going to be a big one. Can you imagine playing this on less than 5x? Here we go. Feels like the Bismarck. Gotta go down swinging. Unfortunately, we're slow enough at 23 knots that they can probably evade us at will. Look at all this small arm. It's like it's literally raining shells. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? It is literally raining shells. It's like more drops. It's like we're taking a stroll on a rainy day. We have 50 minutes to sink all enemies. So, note to self, I really should bring extra ammunition next time. Okay. Let's do this. We avoided torpedoes without even trying by just going straight. We're gonna be plunked to death. Oh, that's we avoided them too. Yes. All right, I'll level out. Come back to the right. And missed those as well. So far, so good on torpedoes front. Are we? Please tell me we're engaging though, because can't keep this up all day. There's just so much ammunition going our way. Look at that! You can't. It's like raining. It's raining bullets. Are we firing? Are we even firing? We are. Alright, let's go in. Let's go after that battleship. It can't go anywhere. I am firing. I'm not firing. Oh, I guess we're not close enough. I was firing. Or maybe I was looking at an enemy ship. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Well, we have a lot of these guns, so let's just go ahead and open up. Yep, doing some damage now. This is crazy. It's like a rainy day. It's like you're sitting under an aluminum roof on a rainy day. Is that a torpedo? I can't tell. Yes. That's not fair. I couldn't see it under all this. That's not fair. Looks like we're going to take all of those. Okay. We have pretty good flooding and all that. Oh god, the game. It's starting to not like all these incoming shells. I sense a crash on the future. It's a crash on the horizon. What is going on? We just slow down to 3x so the game doesn't crash. I can't even see my own battleship. I mean, can we kill this thing? This is just weird. Is our rudder damaged? No, we're still okay. We're down to 20 knots though. It just... I destroyed a secondary gun, no! All we need to do is just go back to port, get some more 18-inch shells, and then we can continue to win the good old-fashioned way. We're still doing damage, though. I don't know what we're doing exactly, and I think we're taking more damage than we're... I destroyed my funnel, no! I'll probably take our speed down. Don says he thinks the entire castle would have fallen into the water by now with all the holes. Yeah, they're literally like using scissors just by holes with the guns. You know, maybe we can still do it. If I had brought torpedoes, we would stand a chance. But, yeah, look at the damage and stability. Not going to help us much. You can tell the game is definitely struggling right now. And the destroyers. They're abreast of me. It's pretty funny. I think they launched torpedoes, but I'm not sure. Oh, good. Getting some hits there. I suspect that there are torpedoes in the water. It's going to be very hard to see them, but... just do damage where we can here. Oh, that was a torpedo hit for 18. By the way, one thing that needs to be said about this game, the torpedoes are not modeled very well. They're like way too ineffective. If you have a torpedo hit a battleship and it does 18 damage, which is like essentially like 2 5-inch shell hits, not something a little bit off about that. Otherwise, I think we're holding our own here. Well, anyways, it's a slowly deteriorating situation here, isn't it? Probably not something we need to see to the very end. And I think that they're hitting us with the battleships now firing at us as well. Just make everything a little bit worse. We're down to 10 knots. We know the way this is going. It was good while it lasted. Maybe we can take another destroyer out with us. Oh, we destroyed a torpedo. That's good. Ooh, destroyed a funnel. Main gun. Nice. All good things. Still doing a lot of damage. Another torpedo hit for 0. I mean, we do have as much torpedo belt as you can, you know, muster, but... down to 9 knots. We have engine problems. We're able to hit this one pretty good. Another hit. Let's come back to To the left. And just hit whoever's closest at this point. I guess they have brought 1900 torpedoes. Yeah, they do have quite a few, don't they? Really, the water is well modeled. The smoke screens look pretty cool. Oh, we got this guy's number now. Had his number for a moment. If only out of all these things, somebody had just decided to install a smoke generator, we'd be in such better shape. Well, yeah, Mr. Profilin nails it. This game has big potential. I think the British crew is dead. We're just going to sit back and watch. In fact, I'll double tap it so we just follow along with this thing as it circles its way to death. Ah, it was a fun ride. I think our bridge crew's dead, but I mean, really, it is because we actually are not even able to spot the destroyers that were, like a couple kilometers away from us just moments ago. Ooh, rudder damage. I was torpedo hit? We aren't even spotting the torpedoes anymore because the tower's gone. I mean, look at this thing. Oh, found something. Here we go. We're back. We're back online. I wonder what the caution arrow is all about. Yeah, we missed these torpedoes because basically turning nose on. Still doing some damage to these guys. If we were able to sink one, I'd be ever so happy. Yeah, everyone says it's the end of the Bismarck. So, I mean, just imagine this. I mean, just to bring this to a close on a really positive note. Just imagine that this is what you're fighting in one single battle in a huge career or campaign. Oh my gosh. It just seems like almost too good to be true. They made Rule the Waves, but in 3D. It's amazing. Did we take out a destroyer at least? Come on, do it. Do it for Papa. Come on. I don't even know which one's the best one to aim for. This one's flooding. Yeah, not that one. Get this one. Come on. Come on. Oh, we didn't sink. We never sank. We didn't sink. You noticed? We just ran out of time to kill everyone, which we obviously were going to do. Anyway, I think this is a lot of fun, this game, but we'll have to wrap the stream up here. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Again, I'll mention Game Labs. If you go to their website, you go to this. It is available. You can become an early backer and you can play. For now, though, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be streaming again tomorrow. But until then, thanks for watching and take care.